intro to the new addition to the stable here. This is a 2021 Nissan Titan Pro-4x. I'm just filming my garage here. So pardon, want to do a quick video. We're gonna make a little donation run yesterday, but it was closed, so all the crap's still in the back. But yeah, again, the purpose of this video is just to give you a quick kind of heads up on what my experience been. I got like 200-300 miles on this truck so far, and I just want to give you some things that I've seen. You could definitely tell this is a pandemic kind of thing when they were building this. For example, take a look at this weather stripping at the top, right? You got this kind of big bulge right there, and then it goes away. A bit strange there, but just not a big deal. It works fine. You can just tell it's kind of funky. The other thing about weather stripping on the Titan, which I thought was odd, like you could see this run here ends right here, right, and then goes all the way up and around, and then again ends like kind of halfway down on the cab, and then on the door there's nothing on top, and then it starts halfway down on the door and goes all the way around the bottom, which is kind of funky, and then again stops halfway there. So really strange. And then of course, if you take a look here where the one on the cab ends and where the one on the door starts, there's a good 2-inch gap there. So really odd stuff for the way that was designed. Here's the back of the truck, and I'll show you the sticker price. This is pretty full on loaded Pro-4x here with the rear entertainment and everything else. It's got the panoramic roof, although that one is at the moment closed, so you can't get a good look at that. So I'm running the carpeted floor mats and then also the Nissan Titan all-weather floor liners on top of that, which is kind of crazy. So they give you these all-weather floor liners, but there's no middle piece. Like they don't cover the middle. So if you're running 3 passengers back here, you know, your middle passenger is just going to be stomping dirt into your carpet with no protection. That's why I threw the regular carpeted floor liner on, and then put the Nissan all-weather ones over that. I can see my daughter's making a bit of a mess back here, but it is what it is. One thing that happened here, you can't really see it now, but when they were prepping this vehicle for delivery or whatever, there's plastic that's all over the carpet, and they were ripping this out, and they actually ripped it so hard that this seam, this back whole piece of the console popped open, and it was a pretty wide seam opened up here. So the dealer took care of that. That was done. Let me show a few other things that I noticed with this truck, which is brand new. So one of them, I think when they install this rear seat entertainment package, I think it's like a port installed option. It's not a factory thing. So they must pull back the seat covers or open them up or whatever, because there's a bottom piece in the seat that comes up inside behind this outer cover. There's a piece that comes up from the bottom, piece that comes down from the top, and they're supposed to hook onto each other. This is like not a Ziploc thing, but 2 channels, kind of a U channels coming from the top and from the bottom that are supposed to hook together. So they're unhooked on both seats, which I thought was kind of strange. Very minor, but it just is what it is. Let me show you one other thing that this car has, which is this package, protection package for all the door cards here at the bottom. Kind of this carbon look. Automatic sliding rear window, which is nice. It's got I'm sure people are familiar with the interiors of these, but so I'm not going to go into very great detail. But that's the other thing I noticed with this truck. The doors don't close. Like, you got to be pretty forceful with them. It's not like and they all do that. So you actually got to slam these doors. Otherwise, they're not going to close. The wheels and tires look like. 275 70 R18s, general grabbers on this bad boy. It does have the little bed step, which is cool. And I'll show you on the sticker, this truck actually had a bed liner delete from the factory. I asked the dealer about that. I'm like, how do you have a fully loaded truck with no bed liner in it? And what he said is sometimes there was an issue at the factory, because it is a factory installed option for the Nissan, that they just don't have it or they can't get it done for whatever. So instead of stopping production line, they just do the delete, give you a credit on the sticker, and keep moving. Which I don't know if that's true or not. Sounded plausible. But anyway, dealer threw in this Rhino liner for me, which I'm actually pretty happy with. They did a really nice job. You could see kind of towards the cab there, they went above the rail, so they took all the rail system out to do that, both on the sides as well as underneath. So they did a good job. I went and got this DZ bed mat. Pretty good quality here. It's not super thick, so when you walk on it, it kind of folds into the seams and everything, but it's definitely non-slip. And anyway, I don't like my bed scratched up, so pretty cheap addition to protect that. The other good thing about doing the aftermarket bed liner is that from Nissan, you get your bed lined, but the tailgate's got actually a plastic cover on it, like it's a drop-in liner. So because mine had the delete, I didn't have anything on the tailgate, and so they bed lined the tailgate for me as well, which I think is a much better look than that plastic stuff. Let me climb in here. Show you a little something here on the roof for the panel roof. And I hope you could see that on the right side there. I think you could definitely coming across in the video, right? Where the this main fixed panel piece is lower on the right side than it is on the left side. See how it's flush there? And then the front sunroof piece sticks up above it on top. So hopefully it doesn't leak. Haven't had any issues so far, but it is kind of a bit worrying that they couldn't get the glass lined up. And it's definitely the fixed piece side. You could actually see from the inside especially that it's starting to dive down in that corner right there, top right. So definitely pandemic-y construction there. All right, let me climb back out of here. Show you a couple other things. By the way, here's the rest of the stable here. Got a 21 Toyota Corolla hatch. This is an XSE manual transmission, super fun to drive. And then we got the Lexus LX 570 over there. So we got two big V8s, 5.7 and 5.6 here. Gas guzzling, terrible mileage V8s. I think I'm somewhere around 14 or 13 averaging on the Titan here in the first few hundred miles. That's mixed driving, and it's probably about the same for the Lexus over the lifetime. It does pretty bad. Fun to drive though. All right, so in the front, another thing with these floor liners, while we're on that topic, is this is the Nissan Titan. It's their factory all-weather floor liners, but you could see it stops right there. It doesn't go up behind the pedals. So if you got any mud on your boots, if you're on the dead pedal here or anywhere up above, you're just tracking dirt in here. So definitely got to upgrade. Also doesn't do anything to cover the sill. I know like Husky liners and stuff, they go actually over the sill a little bit and cover that. This one does not do that, which is a shame. So the other issue, they could see like pretty big gap here in this sill. It's nice and tight up here. And then the other thing is it's kind of like very loose. So I don't know if it was like on the lot, you know, I got it with 100 miles on it. Maybe it wasn't test drives or people with kids jumping in and out. They just popped clips in there. So dealers got that in stock for me. He's gonna replace that free of charge under warranty, but it's kind of disappointing. Let's hop in here. Got the Fender audio, really nice sounding system. The mirror doesn't look very modern, but it's got the home link stuff on the bottom, which is nice. It looks like LED lights on the interior, which I'm happy with. And then here's a couple other things for a new truck, which were surprising. But again, it could have happened on the lot. So again, it's 100 miles on a truck. Who knows what happened in those 100 miles. But the vanity mirror here on the passenger side, there's no lens covering the light. Right, so here's what it's supposed to look like. Nice diffuser lens. And that one's just missing. So dealer got that. We'll be fixing that under warranty. And then finally, there's this piece on the bottom of the grab handle, just like on top. It's a matching kind of cover for the screws. When the handle is screwed into the A-pillar, there's one on the bottom, one on top. One on the bottom was very loose and they couldn't get it to sit flush, so they had the order-made piece there. So again, just a bit strange. Some of the things that are kind of, like I said, and just pandemic quality, right? 21, I think this truck was manufactured in November 21. So maybe those factory workers couldn't see their safety goggles were fogging up from wearing the mask. I don't know what's going on, but I think that's all I want to mention on the inside there. In the front, let's come around here. Let's take a look at this body line here. See that seam there? That's a good like 1/4 inch, maybe more, on the right side of this hood. If we come across to the left side, look at that. That's nice and tight. Much tighter. So the hood's not kind of centered on there. Let's see. Big, wide open. And then another strange thing with weather stripping under the hood. Let's pop that open. I'll just show you there. By the way, no tow mirrors here, but they do have this nice little lens here, which is nice. The convex, so you could see all your blind spots, which I like. And they're auto folding as well, and they have the memory. So no towing there, but I think they do pretty good. Nice that the hood is on struts. I like that. It holds itself up. One thing I heard folks say that there's like no clear coat on the underside of the hood. And yeah, that is true. I hadn't checked before now, but you can feel it. So some folks reporting like in a desert sand color, that it's just a different color under the hood. Some of them don't have a problem, some do. But yeah, mine is definitely not finished to the same level as it is on the outside, obviously. Here's what I want to mention: weather stripping, which is kind of strange. So you got, again, this little line in the center and then nothing on the side. So again, like over the headlights, you just got the wind blowing right into the engine for some reason. I have no idea why they do that. On the sides, they got these big weather stripping pieces. I don't know what's different about, this section of the fender from the rest of it. Why not have the weather stripping run all the way to the front? Super weird. Check it out. What's wrong with protecting this section? So I don't know what they were trying to do, save their pennies, or what the deal is on the weather stripping. Otherwise, yeah, the engine's kind of set back there. You got this massive, thick thing to reach over if you're trying to do any type of service. Oil dipstick right here is you got to reach for as well. So just normal truck things. Hood also doesn't close for me. Maybe it does. Maybe I just need to slam harder. But yeah, otherwise the truck sounds great. Love the exhaust note. Sounds awesome, but it's not annoying, which is really cool. And yeah, just looking for some running boards to add to this. And the Nissan rugged ones that are supposed to be on the truck, they're just out of stock everywhere. It's kind of crazy. Been really difficult to find them. One other last thing I'll mention here is there's this, again, back to the sunroof. There's this weather stripping that's on the front of the sunroof, and it was off in pieces, so I had to like actually just take it and push it manually back on by myself, which is, again, it's kind of that pandemic-y thing. And here you can get a close-up of that seam. This is like Tesla seam quality, as opposed to an experienced manufacturer. All right, haven't really checked out the stuff from up here too much. The wipers are kind of like cheesy, no covers, very cheap bottom end, parts bin stuff. And you got this antenna, which you don't see on new vehicles anymore, right? You just usually see kind of shark fin. This one's got, I think that's a GPS maybe, or satellite, but still got the old school whipping post antenna. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed my brief walk around this Titan. Cool truck, sits nice and high. I think I'm gonna do a leveling kit eventually up front. It's got a bit of a rake to it, but not that bad. Not as bad as like a Ford or something. So it's still got a decent stance. Tires are not very tucked in. They're kind of just a hair. So I like the stance. I like the truck. It's got the heated, cooled seats, navigation, radar cruise. I mean, it's a really nice truck. Locking rear differential on the Pro-4X's, good size screen. Voice recognition is absolutely terrible in this truck. Can't understand anything you're saying when you're trying to ask for address or point of interest. It's kind of hilarious, actually. Heated steering wheel, parking sensors, 360-degree cameras. I mean, this thing is pretty loaded up. And like I said, in the future video, I'm happy to share the sticker, which is $63K for this truck. I paid quite a bit less, which was good. That's why I jumped on the deal. But I'm pretty happy with it. Integrated trailer brake controller in a good spot. You got your removable phone holders here, removable cup holders. You could change the configuration here. Got a decent size center console. It's not super deep, but it's got organizer tray there. Tons of orange stitching. So yeah, it's a good interior, good place to be. It's very comfortable. Seats are comfortable, zero gravity. It does have memory seats, 2-position, which is good. It's got the automatic headlights. It's got a outlet in the bed as well as in the back of the center console, which some trucks don't have. And then what else did I want to mention over here? Oh, adjustable headlights. So if you're towing or you got the rear loaded up and your front raises up, right, you got to squat in the back so your headlights are pointing up higher, you could adjust those headlights down. There's 3 levels, actually 4 levels, 0 to 3, that you could adjust those down. That's a really, really cool feature that most trucks don't have. So if I were to do a leveling kit, I don't need to do an adjustment of the headlights. I just go boom, drop them down, and I'm good to go. Pretty cool. So you're not blinding people. Yeah, nice place to be. Good truck. And I'm looking forward. I'm putting a lot of miles on this bad boy and having fun with it. Here's the, again, the Rhino liner going up above the tie-down rail here, which is really nice. I'm glad they actually did a nice job for me. I was a little worried, but they made it happen. You could see in the bed here, there's LED lights on top. There's LED lights there at the front of the bed, and then back here, which is cool, is from the tail lights. There's a window here that shines onto your tailgate, which is really cool on both sides. So you actually have lights for the back over here. I like that. By the way, it's a damp tailgate, super easy. Locks very easy. It's very easy to lift up, and yeah, very, very nice. LED lights front and back. So good package. Happy overall. And let me know what you'd like for me to talk about as the owner of this truck. And I'm happy to make more videos. All right, take care.